Good morning. Good morning. Hello, hello, guys. How are you? Hope you're having good weather where you're at. Hope you're outside doing some gardening. Thank you to you guys watching this in the replay. I was just trying to get trip stuff settled, and I think I kind of pretty much have a plan of what I'm going to do. There's a few things I can't really pack till in the morning, like makeup and things to do my hair, stuff like that. So anyway, getting excited, and there's supposed to be some bad weather. Hello, Mountain Grandma. How are you? Supposed to be some bad weather in Missouri, so hopefully we do not run into it. I will not be driving. I will be the passenger. So we'll probably start. Hubby will probably start driving at about somewhere between 6 and 8 a.m. Probably we're going to get up and start driving toward Missouri. I think it's going to take us around maybe 8 hours to get there. But yeah, Luann with Blackberry Rock Homestead was telling me that Missouri has some weather coming. I said, well, we've already paid for our cabin, so we're coming. I am going to throw my rain jacket in the truck, I think, when I get off live here. Hello, Heather, because I was hearing, about the weather. So, and they had a lot of weather at the 10 killer meetup. So I was thinking maybe, raincoat, umbrella, all that stuff's in my car. So I'll take it out of my car, put it in hubby's truck, and it'll be there just in case I need it. Hopefully I don't. So it's always good to bring, a jacket and umbrella and jeans, some kind of long pants, because you assume it's going to be nice and hot, because it's almost summerish, it's like spring. But sometimes in May, it could be a little chilly when it's raining outside. So I am going to bring jeans and capris. That way, whatever the weather is, I'll have the right thing, hopefully. So anyway, that's all we're doing, just getting things together, getting the kitchen cleaned up. And hubby wanted me to make something, and I was like, let me just go run and get us a couple of burritos. That way we don't have to mess up the kitchen at all. And then tonight I already determined we're just going to have a store-bought pizza. So no cooking today at all. We're just going to keep the kitchen clean, leave with a clean kitchen. And we do have a couple that has the gate, the key to the back gate. So they're going to come over, feed the chickens and the outside kitty, and water my plants at least once. Hello, Tina. Hello, the Bud Files. So that's the plan. But yeah, there's supposed to be some weather. I wasn't sure how many times I would get to go live on the trip. So just to make sure I got in my time, because my watch hours have been consistently rising. So I didn't want to miss out on some of my live hours. I did do 2 hours with Jamie yesterday. I plan to do a live on Saturday with Broken Hearts Ministry and also with Gail Southern Living. So one of them I'll probably end up doing the giveaway at the meetup, but the other one I'm probably going to do like, where you just catch people talking and maybe ask people questions, what channel they're from, stuff like that. So one channel will get one thing and one channel will get the other thing. And if I do a video, I may do one video and put it out on both channels, just because, it's my content. So might as well be able to put it out where I want. I did send a couple of you guys links if you have time to come up. No obligation, of course. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I just made a little grocery list. After this, I'm going to go grab a few groceries. I'm going to grab some breakfast items and some sandwich items. I told them we would probably do breakfast in the cabin, make breakfast in the cabin, and then maybe like sandwiches at lunch. Or if we're out running around, we can always just grab something. And then maybe dinner out. Of course, Saturday evening at the meetup will be the potluck thing. So we'll probably just buy something for that. Like, I was thinking maybe like potato salad and chips, something, easy. I mean, I'd really love to make my own pasta salad, but it's hard to make stuff like that in a cabin where you don't know what you have available or what to bring. So I don't know, or what the time will be. I want to be helpful to Jan as well on there. So I think Thursday morning we're going to run around. So hopefully the weather is good that day. So I'm going to the Ozark meetup in Missouri. In case anybody didn't know that, maybe the Bud Files. Everybody else pretty much knows I'm going to the meetup. So I have this really cool surprise for Jan. I can't wait to see her face. It's going to be super funny. It's going to be on the video. I'm going to have hubby get out and start videoing it. So when I come out with the surprise, we'll have it all captured on video. So that will be super cool. So I'm excited about it. So yeah, just trying to get everything wrapped up today, and hubby got up and was already doing things. I tried to stay in bed later because I was just trying to make sure I was rested up, getting all my rest, and I didn't force myself to get up early today. Yeah, so there's supposed to be some weather in Missouri. Hopefully everything will be okay. You guys are welcome to say prayers for us for traveling. So, hello. How are you? Hello, Jamie. Jamie's Country Living. How are you? So, yeah, I'm trying to get my watch hours in for the week. Even though I'm doing the meetup, I don't know when I'm going to go live. When you're at a live, you kind of just pick your moment. You just try to decide. I have a live set up on my phone for both channels, and I have a tentative time, but that's not a set time. It'll be like whenever it fits in available. So that time is just kind of just to put a time on it, but I don't know when. One will probably be to give back, and then one will probably be just walking around talking to people. Outside weeding, yeah, I need to do a little bit of that. Yeah, I might go outside and get a little bit of garden time in later. I only have a small list of things to get because I'm pretty much just getting a few breakfast items and lunch items, and I think I'm going to get us some Gatorade, maybe. I don't drink soda at all, so it's either water or Gatorade. That's pretty much it. So somewhere between 6 and 8 a.m. So I'm going to try to do a deep water on the garden tonight. Somebody's supposed to come and water for me one time. I think we requested Saturday, so I'll do a really good water tonight. I'm going to do a really good water tonight, and then our friends are supposed to come over at least one time to water, feed the chickens, and the outside kitty. The kitty that goes indoor, outdoor is going to have to spend all the time in the house. So he's not going to be very happy, but we don't want anyone to have to chase him. So he's going to have to spend that time in the house. We're just going to give him lots of food and water. So he'll be fine. He'll be lonely and bored, but he'll be fine.
Hey, sorry, I wanted to go turn my TV off.
Yeah, can you hear
I'm hearing an echo.
Can you hear my TV in the background? It's not
me. That's what it must be.
Hold on just a second. Carry me for a few minutes and talk for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ask him.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm hearing.
Yeah, I was wondering that if people could hear it.
Yeah. I got my 2 raised beds outside today. They're tightened up. I have one more to do to put out. And Jamie, I don't know about you, but it is too humid too soon for me. I saw that you're weeding. It's kind of on a delay, huh?
A delay?
Let me see. Is that better?
The comments?
I think that's a little bit better.
Yeah, I had him turn it down just a little bit. I mean, I think he's he's watching a movie, and guys are watching the action movies where it's all like, planes flying and people shooting each other. That's what. Hello, Ann Haynes. How are you? So, yeah, I'm getting excited, and I can't
Yay,
wait to
Heather.
show. I can't wait to show Jan her surprise. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's kind of like it's something funny. Let's just put it that way. There's a clue. It's something funny.
There's something not, it's completely, well, am I echoing out there or something?
Hello, Molly, Pest Hunter's Best Catch. Welcome in. She's asking the chat, is she echoing, yes or no?
Yes, I can tell.
Yeah, we're gonna have some rain in Missouri. So my friend Luann was texting me. I said, well, we're going. I'm not driving. I will be nervous. Ann doesn't hear an echo.
Okay. You know what?
He doesn't hear an
I'm
echo.
I'm off my game today. There was something playing in the background on my laptop, so I shut it down.
Okay, so it was
that was it.
I thought maybe it was that TV, but I was worried about that TV in the background that you could hear it because
I went and shut mine off, thinking it was that, but it was right here the whole time.
Like a loud action movie kind of thing. I think it's like
Thank you.
Some kind of Star Wars thing. But hello, Molly.
Do we need to go over your checklist to make sure you checking it twice to make sure you have everything?
Well, I'm going to get my raincoat and my umbrella out of my car and put it in the truck.
I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got everything. I got jeans and socks and all the boots.
Do you have any like rain boots, or just, unless it's mucky or muddy, that you can take that you don't care that get dirty?
I have some boots. They're not comfortable. They're just like the rubber boots that you wear in the rain or whatever. I wear them in the yard occasionally, but I can't wear them very long because they hurt my feet.
Heather wants to know if you found your stickers.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And Jamie wants to know if you have your undergarments.
Yes, and I have extras just in case, like I take a shower, like if I get sweaty and I have to take a shower and change or whatever.
Yeah.
So I always bring a few extra.
I agree, Jamie.
One thing I do need to bring, I like to bring a trash bag for laundry, for dirty laundry.
Me too.
So that way you don't have to put it back in the bag and guess. You have, trash bag. Yeah. That happened to be right next to me. That's the only reason I got that. It's like, it's right here, right in the cabinet.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't forget your toothbrush in that. And deodorant. Your toiletry items. Don't forget
I do need to put my deodorant in there.
I'm all over that too, Jamie. Snacks. You need snacks on the road.
I got some snacks. I got some snacks at Dollar Tree the other day, and I'm going to grab a couple more when I go to Walmart to get our breakfast and lunch food.
Water. Don't forget to take a lot of water.
Yeah, I got, I have some hint water and some bottles of regular water. What? Did somebody say something funny?
Yeah, Heather says, don't forget to bring something in case you find plants. So make sure you have an empty box that you can set your plants in to bring back.
Oh, in case.
And maybe an extra trash bag that you can line the box or your seat with. So if you water them, it doesn't soak into your seat.
Oh, like a tote or something maybe? Yeah, I think you know what? Now that you say that, hello, Lantern Creek Farm. I think Jan's going to give me some elderberry cutting.
I got mine. Did I tell you I have mine? I ordered them.
She gave me some elderberry cuttings last year, and I planted them, but I don't know if they're going to live. There's no sign. There's no sign that they're going to live. So she said, well, I'll just give you some more, and we'll make sure.
Well, these need to get out. I've been trying to ask for some advice about it.
I've
And
already done my allergy meds. I took little snack bags and I set up each day in a thing, and then the stuff at night. Yeah. Anyway, I've got all my medicine.
those are the 3 elderberry clippings I got. That's the bottom. I think that's the bottom. And they're in this plastic. So I'm not opening it up until I'm ready to go outside. And then that's the top. So I wanted to plant these in my raised beds, and people are like, no, 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 they need more room. And then another lady said, I have mine in a big pot and they're working just fine. Just maybe plant 2 in the raised bed, and I have 3. So
Yeah. Well, I think it just will keep it more confined. Like my dill is going crazy from last year, and my ground cherries are going crazy. But those are the only 2 things coming up in the bed. The spearmint didn't come up, the lemon balm didn't come up, and the sage did not come up.
that's
So
terrible.
yeah, but I did get lots of ground cherries and dill. So I'm excited. At least 2 good things came up. I would be very sad if I didn't get the ground cherries.
That's great news, Heather. That's really great news.
That's cool. Did I give you the advice that if you want to do product reviews, you use hashtag reviews in your tag section or hashtag product reviews? And that's how you get those companies to start emailing you. Offers from CEO. Yeah. I just want to tell those people off because it's like, hello, Blue Self-Reliance. I just want to tell them, I want to tell them that, my channel is growing not in my time, but in God's time, especially with my channel. I'm like, but really with anybody's channel, my channel is growing at the rate in which God wants it to grow, and I have nothing to do with it. But I'm trying to work really hard to get it monetized. So, I'll have money to put toward the ministry. Yeah.
I know, Heather.
A freeze dryer would be awesome. Are you going live?
They're $500 off right now. So they're about $2,000.
Woo. Woo.
So.
Wow. You got your live going too, Tina?
I do. Because I need to, my hours went up again this morning. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, I know Jamie's getting really close. She needs like 500 more hours to get to 3,000. So go watch Jamie's Country Living, guys. Just go run her playlist somewhere to let her get her hours. I'm running her later today on my other TV. I was running me first under my guest.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So
yourself too. Yeah, I do that.
I have a couple of channels.
I think I did that yesterday. I think I ran myself yesterday, but I was trying to think of who to put on this morning. I was trying to come
Blessed.
Now I thank you for reminding me about Jamie. So I'll put Jamie.
Yep, Jamie. And then there's Bella Whisper Farm and Blessed to Crochet or something like that.
Yeah, and I've already done both of those.
Yeah. So that's Jamie's first, and then the other 2, and then I'll see if I haven't watched, like, I could probably go and do some more Heather and even some more of you, some of the devotionals that I have missed.
Yeah.
So all those add up. Yeah,
mine jumps every day. It goes up every day. I think it's got to be lives and people.
Yeah, it's counting.
People helping me out and stuff like that. So every day it's going up. Every day I look at the number and it's going up. So
yeah,
I don't want to stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get you going later on, Jamie.
Yep, me too, Jamie. You'll get there.
To do this morning, and my brain couldn't come up with anything, so I just sat there in front of the TV going, "Who am I supposed to run today? Who am I going to run today?" Yeah. Sometimes it'll pull up my subscribers, and I'll go through to find the people in my group, and I'll just pick on one of them and let it play.
I try to rotate through people. And I haven't ran Heather in a while, so I'm gonna go get some of hers and run her and Jamie.
Yeah, I probably could use to do Heather on the TV. I did you on my husband's laptop the
I
other
know
day.
you did. Thank you.
That was
Taz was so kind to me.
yes, he was. He wasn't even aware of it either.
I know, so funny. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
I just wanted you to consistently see, even if it was nothing but a heart or a smile or
Yeah.
something.
Like if I run on my TV, I don't comment. I just let it go.
Yeah, because it was a laptop, I was sitting there watching something on TV and I had it on a low volume to where
Yeah.
you could still hear the TV, but it was enough where it would count. And so, but yeah, I appreciate all of you guys with your help. I know somebody's helping me because it's going up every day on top of lives too. So,
Yeah.
I know my mom is also consistently playing the videos too to
Yeah,
keep.
you don't really need a smart TV, Jamie, trust me. It follows you around just like your phone does. They're not. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine has the thing. You can set it up as we have this one profile set up, then my hubby, and then guest. So I just switch around on those different ones, and so I'm
Yeah.
not smart enough like Lori to be able to set up 3 profiles going on the same thing. I don't know how to do that, but
Well, if any of you want to know, this is very important information. The SEC 2024 softball tournament is starting. College softball. So if any of you are softball fans like I am, the tournament is starting.
yeah.
And we are going to be on the road to the College World Series, which one day I hope I get to go to in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. I used to live in Oklahoma City.
Yep. Yep.
And we went there. We bet 3 years ago. We went to the Pryor, Oklahoma meetup. That's where I met Jen the first time.
Yeah. Now, see,
And
that would be fun.
right after the
course.
meetup, we went to Oklahoma City and stayed for a few days. And it doesn't sound like it would be that exciting, but there's a lot of cool stuff in Oklahoma City. There was a botanical garden. There's the Oklahoma City bombing memorial, which is beautiful.
Right. Right.
There's a beautiful river walk type thing. Really cool restaurants. I mean, we had tons of stuff. We even went out by the lake, and there's a cool lake lighthouse out there. We took pictures. So because I knew the area, because I'd lived there for about 5 years, I could take my husband on a nice little tour and show him cool stuff, and he had a great time. So, even though,
Victoria, thank you so much. Did you read Victoria G's comment?
yeah, she's been helping me out. That's sweet, and she has both of us going on right now.
Well, Jamie, you and I would probably be the easiest to meet since we're neighbors. You're in Maryland and I'm in Virginia. We're not that far from each other. So, yeah.
That would be cool.
You're not you're not far from me at all, Jamie, if I'm understanding where you're at.
Do a nice little meetup up there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know it would be fun to just have a gathering where everybody can just meet somewhere. Heather's the furthest from.
Yeah,
Heather's in Oregon, but Oregon's not that far from. I don't know, Indiana. I'm trying to think of a place where.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie.
Alabama Farm Life, Kathleen, she did a small meetup thing where she got to meet Belinda, Life with Belinda and Chuck, Misha Lee, and there was Misha Lee. There was a third channel there, but there was, say, 4 channels got together and met up somewhere and talked in a restaurant or whatever. So It was really cool because I got to see a picture of that. I saw at the meetup, at the 10 Killer meetup, Christine, Mrs. Gillen Farms, had multiple channels sitting around her kitchen table. And I was like, oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I would love that.
Just
I
so
would love that. That would be a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, last year with Pinecone Fest, we went the night before. So we really didn't catch any of the pre-events that happened at a meetup. So I was really adamant this time about getting to go to some of the stuff before.
Oops.
So we're
Sorry.
going a few days before the meetup. We're going to be there on Wednesday, and it starts on Saturday is the actual event. So we're
But
going to
I'm
get
glad you get that time with you get
be
that
able
time
to
with
go.
Jan.
Yeah, I'll be able to actually go out to eat with the group, the pre-meetup stuff where people go out as a group and eat together.
What I'd fetch you at an airport. That's not a big deal, Anne. It depends on where you fly into, though, to be honest. But if you flew in, there's 2 airports near me that I could go to.
Yeah.
No, you know what, Jamie? That's one of the things that has kept me from going home to see my mom and dad is the airplanes. I'm not comfortable getting on a plane right now.
It's not my favorite thing in the world. Pinecone Fest is in Texas. It's like still, even though, okay, Texas, Texas is big. You could drive a whole day and not get all the way across Texas. It's that big. So it's like I'm central and it's like southeast, maybe like near.
So is it closer to Amarillo or is it closer to Dallas?
It's like past Dallas on more like
towards Arkansas?
More towards Houston, Galveston.
Gotcha.
Going that direction. Not quite there, but that's just my description of it. I don't remember the city, but we stayed a couple of days there we stayed in a hotel that time. This time we're staying in a cabin that has a full kitchen. So that's why I have to think of things we can cook. I even brought a bag of popcorn because I thought, well,
sure,
if we have a microwave, we can just have popcorn as a snack one evening when we're sitting in the cabin.
Trying to think. Yeah, I've actually thought about doing just like a meetup because there's a couple of us here on the East Coast that would meet up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Jamie, Joe, Robin, myself, and I'm not sure if there's anybody else on the East Coast, but
yeah. You can look back at some of the videos last year of Victoria G, and you could see if anybody lists what the city is. You can even look back on my other channel, Gail Southern Living. I might have listed the city in my description box. I don't remember it right now, but
yeah,
it's a 6-hour drive for me, at least 6 to 8 hour drive.
Are you in? You had said a big earthquake in 1999. Is that? Where is she at?
Who?
Anne. Where is she at?
Turkey.
She's in Turkey.
Yeah. I will always have a fear of flying, but it's like, if I want to go to that place bad enough, I will do it. But I think it's been about 4 years.
I'm sorry, that was terrible. I was in that, well, probably not I can't compare it, but I've been in some pretty bad ones living in California. The freeways collapsed down. Bridges collapsed. Yeah. I watched my wall just crack open in my apartment that I lived in once. And I was like, that was it. And me and my kitty went to mom and dad's.
I was in Oklahoma City when they had that really bad tornado, the one that hit the highest rank there, the one they were talking about on one of the lives the other day. And I was like, I know what they're talking about, because people were like, what are y'all talking about? But if you lived in Oklahoma City at the time or around Oklahoma area, you would know that really, I don't know what the F number is, but F5 or whatever really high one is. I was there. I was in a second floor apartment building with a cat, just like you said, with a cat. And yeah, just terrified. Didn't know any of my neighbors at all. So I wouldn't have been able to go downstairs or anything. I'd have been just as nervous to go down there and visit my neighbors as anything. I didn't know anybody. So
Yeah, they're not fun. I mean, you don't have the warning, but
I just sat there in the
you do get
bathroom.
used to it after a while.
I just sat there in the bathroom and prayed. I was like, Lord,
Yeah.
please go around me. I don't know what else to say.
There's nothing to say. It's terrible.
That was probably one of the scariest weather situations I've ever
Right.
been with.
Right.
But
So
I had a few other things happen to me. When I was in high school, I got mugged one time. I was walking to school one morning with my purse and my books and everything. And I was in my junior year, so I had the 0 hour to where you go
yes.
an hour earlier so you can get out
At noon?
time to go work.
Yes, me too.
So it was dark outside, which I'm surprised you could get me to walk in the dark like that. But anyway,
AD's garden. Yep. Yep. I've had enough run-ins with creepers is what I call them in my life. And I just no, I don't handle it well.
I'm very lucky that I lived, because the guy who mugged me actually grabbed me
Hey, Alfonso.
Appropriately first.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have very well ended up a different thing besides just a mugging. It could have been a lot worse. So I just thank God that it wasn't worse. Hi, Alfonso.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. God had a purpose for my life, and I believe that the ministry was the purpose he had for my life, just to witness to the least of these and to give them food and toiletries and items that they need, and all the things Mom and I thought we would never be able to afford, coats and blankets. The Lord has provided those items for us through my friend April. She has a used clothing store, and she just delivers things to my front porch. I had to take a little bit of a break because I told her, let me get a hold of everything I got and get it all organized. I'll let you know when I'm back organized and you can start giving me stuff again. But she's given us bags that we can use to put stuff in. She's given us blankets, coats, T-shirts, scarves, hats, mittens, all kinds of stuff, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know, I just read Heather's comment, and it's funny because look how things have changed since then, Heather. Trust me. You couldn't go to school, or you got sent to the continuation school if you found yourself expecting a child. Whereas when I worked in the schools, one of my students, she was 13, 14 years old, had become pregnant and gave birth to her first son. And she was allowed to stay in school. She was with me a lot, but yeah, just things have changed.
Yeah. Well, watching I was at the junior high, and it's a small town. So the junior high is right next to the high school, and I was a paraprofessional. So at the end of the day, I had to stand on the flat top, or, the cemented area by the bus area. I was supposed to watch the children there, make sure they didn't fight, which they did occasionally try to do that, just to make sure nobody was being bullied or whatever. Anyway, so I was out there, and the high school boys were not allowed to be over on the junior high side. And they kept trying to go over there and flirt with the junior high girls. And I know why, because they realized that the junior high girls were more naive.
Yeah.
And maybe they could, because a woman is a woman is a woman to them, right? So I had to, you're not, and they were big, taller than me. You're not allowed over here in the junior high area. And I had to get my mean, scary mommy voice. I'm going to write your name down and turn it into your principal, or whatever. And I had to keep them off of the grounds. Luckily, though, I kind of caught eye of somebody else that was working out there. And so they were and they did eventually just walk away. But Yeah, they were over there flirting with the junior high girls, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
you're allowed to do that on school property. So anyway, I was protecting the girls. I was trying. Not that they wanted protecting, they probably didn't, but that was my job anyway. So if it was my daughter, I'd want somebody protecting her from them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I look at it that way.
Absolutely.
I did actually have one of my stepdaughters in my class, and a little boy came and picked on her, and in class, and I saw it, but I wasn't with her. I never helped her because she was really smart, but I was in the class when it happened. And can you imagine witnessing something like that? So I walked over and I whispered in his ear and I said, don't mess with my daughter. Real quick.
Let me tell you the
Then
stories.
I hesitated, said it again. He never bothered her again after that. And then a few months later, he was out there fighting with somebody, and I got to turn him in. And I was like, see, I told you not to mess with my daughter.
The stories about high school kids that I could tell. Whew.
Yeah, I didn't. I did a little bit of subbing for the high school occasionally if they were desperate. They'd put us in a classroom, and it really did make me very uncomfortable because the boys were so much bigger. But even the junior high boys really were taller.
Yeah.
In some cases. But you just have to be brave and stand your ground.
Yeah, the young men, I was like the mom in the classroom, so I got along well with them.
Yeah.
But there was one year, a kid who I always got along well with blamed me for something, and I actually got put on lockdown in the school because of the threat he made against me. I was like, oh my. So I don't miss it. I don't miss any part of the schools.
There was a lot of cussing, a lot of inappropriate conversation.
Yeah.
Like if I turned in every single kid that cussed during the school day, I would have spent the whole entire day in the principal's office. So the bad thing is I had to let that go because that was a baby thing.
Yeah, I mean,
the thing I watched the most, other than just watching my special needs children, I did not like bullying. So I did not let bullying happen in my presence.
I was the exact same way. You didn't get to bully nor just talk about the other students. I'd tell them.
My oldest daughter is autistic, and my youngest daughter is not. So when they very first started coming to the house, well, maybe it was a couple of years into it, but the oldest daughter was in the kitchen and I was giving her a cooking lesson, and the youngest daughter was trying to correct her. And I corrected the youngest daughter and said, you will not be correcting your older sister in the house. She is your elder. You're not supposed to tell her what to do. And so I told her, you're not doing that in this house.
Yeah. And it's Blue. It's still true. Nothing happens. There's no consequences for the kids. I think that's the thing. Like with the student who threatened me and got put down on lockdown, the administration neglected to tell me they let them back into the school the following year.
That happened, and people.
Yeah, that's just. I have a really hard. Yeah, so they can say we're anti this and that's not true, because when it comes to bullying, they do absolutely nothing about it.
Girls are mean. Girls are mean. Girls are very mean.
Just boot them out. We don't get to and it starts, and then the problem is, in all honesty, it starts with the parents. I'll be honest with you. The parents get mad if you try to do something to the kids, and then the parents are ticked off and coming into the administration and blaming everybody but themselves as a parent what they should be teaching their children at school. We're not here to teach your children or to babysit them. We're here to teach them. You should be teaching them being respectful at home too.
Yeah.
Right there, buddy.
Me correcting my youngest daughter for correcting my oldest daughter. I said, you're not going to do that. I said, you can do that at your mama's if you want to, but you're not going to correct your older sister in this house.
Yeah.
In this house, you're going to show your older sister respect.
Yep.
You're
And
not
and Blue, look at, I'm just saying, just think
correct
about some of the parents that you see nowadays raising their children. They're more afraid of their children than the children that should have that fear of their parents because there's no consequences around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know growing up, and I love my parents, but I mean, we got into trouble. If we got into trouble, we knew there was a belt or something there. That fear kept us from not wanting to get into trouble or doing anything. You know what I mean?
True. Yep.
So, anyhow.
Yeah, I grew up in a very strict household, so I stayed in line. I stayed in the lines.
Yeah. That's, okay, funny story. Ha ha ha.
Yeah,
my very best friend to this day, even to this day, we grew up next door to each other, got into a fight in junior high. She hit me and I hit her, but guess who got into trouble? I got into trouble for it because I was the bad kid, apparently. I don't know why, but I got into trouble for it. And we're still best of friends ever. We talk almost every week. And we laugh when we start reminiscing about our past. I'm like, hey, remember that time in junior high where we got in a fight and I'm the only one who got into trouble and you didn't?
It does start with the parents.
It is funny. My son is golfing today, and so his dog is right where he always is when he's not around, right next to me, panting.
Yeah.
Block who, Heather?
Somebody say something? I don't
know. She said block him. Block who? Did something happen, Heather?
I don't see any.
Oh, that's terrible, Blue. That would have never happened on my watch. Trust me.
Is there something going on in your chat? Because there's nothing going on in mine.
I don't see anything.
I don't either.
I was bullied. I was in elementary school, and I still to this day will never tell you why this girl never liked me. But she was just that way. You don't know that at the time when those things are happening because it's really about them feeling better for themselves, right? It's really about them feeling better about themselves. It has nothing to do with you. So sometimes she'll come up on my feed on social media. And I'm like,
Block them. Oh,
the Christian in me wouldn't say it anymore, but
that's what she's talking about. She's asking, what do you do if they contact you on Facebook? You block them.
Yeah, block them.
That's what Heather was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, block them because you know what? They're not gonna. Facebook ain't gonna do anything either.
Fairbanks Studios, welcome in.
Hey. No. Why should your grades matter?
No, grades. Everybody should get treated with respect from the A to the F minus.
I don't care if you're a straight A student or not. You know right from wrong. And if you're hurting somebody or have that intent, then you're going to get into trouble just like the other kid.
What I noticed in my small town, they wanted me not to turn somebody in because the kid came from wealthy.
Right. Right.
What? Are you kidding me?
Well, now you deal with too much self-entitlement in the school.
No.
Every kid thinks they're self-entitled to.
How to bully because their parent is the richest person in town and owns property? No, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
No. My integrity is going to stay intact. I don't care if you're poor or rich or somewhere in the middle. If you did something wrong, I'm turning you in the cafeteria. Sorry, but I am. I cannot even believe that came out of somebody's mouth.
I'll be right.
That's so-and-so's daughter. I don't know everybody who's everybody's daughter in this town. I don't care if they are rich or the sheriff's child or the judge's child. I don't care whose child it is. If they're bad, they're bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, they wanted me not to turn the kid in because their parents were rich and affluent in our town. Can you believe that happened? That happened. I can't even believe that they were trying to ask me not to turn them in for that reason. I was like, are you kidding me? Sorry, I don't care. I didn't grow up in
Yeah,
this
I don't blame you,
I
Heather.
didn't come up in this town, grow up in this town. So I don't know all of those things, but really, even if I did know, I'm not the kind of person that would not turn a kid in because their parents is a judge, or to turn a kid in more because their parents are a drug addict. I mean, that you can't go either way with that. A kid is a good kid or a bad kid by how they act in the cafeteria. Sorry, I'm turning you in. I don't know who's your parent. I have no clue.
I know. It's sad. I don't think, only from my own experience, I am talking over 20 years plus in education. It is my experience that there are kids that, like, we don't know what they go home to every single day and on the weekends. Not all of them, but there were always those few you questioned. Like, was their home life okay? Was there stability there? Or, so.
Yeah. I tended to always try to help the underdog, the one that was struggling. That's just kind of like, I've always felt like I was the underdog, so I always tried to help the underdog.
Yeah.
But in that case, I didn't know who the parents were. I
And
wasn't to be
yeah,
defined.
and I also
I
think
really don't
too,
know who their parents are, and I don't think it should matter who they are.
right. And I also think if you were bullied as a young person in school and you've experienced that, you tend to, for at least speaking for myself, you tend to navigate to those children in the schools, which is one of the things that I did to ensure they were not picked on or treated any differently for whatever reason. And I have to say, my years in the school, there were more respectful children that I encountered than there were not. And I was very thankful for that.
Yeah. A lot of kids will be better for other people than they will be for their own parents,
Right.
believe it or not. And some children.
Oh, I believe it.
And some children will get away with everything at home and come to school and want to get away with everything. And those are the kids that we're having trouble with.
Yeah.
At school, that think that they can come to school and smack people and talk mean to people and do all this stuff. And no, I'm not going to watch you bully and do all that stuff. It's not happening in my presence. You can wait till I walk away, but if you're doing it in my presence, I spent a lot of time turning things in. Well, actually, we had a report. Every cafeteria thing, there was a report to mark down things. Every single day there was a report.
Yeah.
We could mark down names.
Yeah. Heather, I didn't get like that more until high school. I think I stood up for more people in high school than I did like in my junior year.
So bullying happens like even in adulthood, right? So I worked at Midland Mortgage Company when I lived in Oklahoma City, and there was a girl there that everybody did not like her, and her name was Julie. And they got into the thing where they didn't like me for whatever reason. So I went and I made friends with Julie. And we became really good friends and made a few other friends and made our own little group of people.
Yeah.
And so I figured I'm their enemy and she's their enemy. We might as well be friends. So I befriended her on purpose. And she was a really, really good friend and a really awesome person. And I don't really understand what they didn't like about her. She was super cool, or what they didn't like about me.
Because people are just mean sometimes. Kids are just mean,
Yeah. But
So
so I purposely seek out those who are
yeah,
set aside, bullied, picked on. If
right,
we watch any kind of TV or whatever, I'm always for the underdog, the one that's not doing well, or
right.
the one that's being picked on. That's just always how I've been. I didn't get picked on in junior high and high school, mostly elementary school. I think once I got to junior high and high school, I kind of stuck up for myself a little bit more. And
That's great, Heather. I actually have a friend that happened to a lot. Um,
cool.
and
I,
yeah, and it was amazing. It was amazing that our senior year in high school, she had lost a lot of weight and everybody was just so friendly with her. And I was just like, go away. You haven't been her friends. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like you were that constant friend
yeah.
supporting her and telling the people knock it off. And yeah.
And those are the friends that will be the most loyal, the ones you stuck by them in the hard times
Yeah.
when everybody else was looking down on them.
Well,
Even
that friend is supposed to, there's a good possibility that she will be coming here. We've been friends since childhood. She lived up the street from me. So she was in my wedding there when my kids were born. So we've been through a lot together. However, we lost touch. To be honest with you, we lost touch for many years. And it's been really hard and it's been sad. And recently her brother passed away. And it kind of has brought us back together as our friends. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And she lives here in North Carolina, so she's not far from me. So we'll see if she comes out, and if not, then
Yeah. I hope
I hope it works out. We'll
it
see.
works out. Hope it works out. But if not, you had many of those years, being each other's friend to help each other out. And
Yeah, I admit, guys, I know I got in a couple of fights when I was younger too.
yeah,
I don't like to think about it, but I wasn't a nice person at times.
yeah, even as adults, we have to
There's
we have
cliques.
to make decisions about who to be friends with, who's a good influence on us or a bad influence on us. Or I prefer not to hang out with people who are too gossipy because I don't want to
Right.
listen. I don't listen to that. I want everybody to get along. That tends to be how I am. I want people to get along. I
Yeah.
want to put people in my life that are positive
Yeah.
and who are working hard and moving forward and not always complaining and just keep moving forward and doing things and having ideas. And I just don't want to be around people that are negative. I think Negative Nelly is not my friend because I need to stay positive myself. So mostly I try to hang out with people who are positive, not fake, but positive, real positive, not fake positive, not the fakey smile. Yes, everything's okay, but it's really not. No. Yeah. But yeah, I think all of us have our struggles, and we're all trying to do well and trying to improve. YouTube is technically my job. I
Yeah.
try to keep my house together, my garden together, keep food on the table for my husband and just, try to keep all the things going. But I'll pretty much, anybody you ask will tell you I will help anybody with anything. So you can email me questions or,
Well, I know that firsthand. And I'm the same way. Like if you need help, let me know. If I can help you, then I'm going to try and help you. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I'm not going to let you. And if I don't know the answer, then I will try. Oh, Tammy's live's going on, so I want to support her as well.
oh, her live see, I knew I was going to be conflicting with somebody's live
We
today.
have 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So,
I'll wait till she officially goes live. Well, I really only wanted to go an hour anyway, so that
yeah.
works fine.
But I just, yeah,
It's
I'm
raining.
sorry, Heather.
No. Oh no, Heather. Sorry, Tammy. When you do random lives, that's the thing you run into. And I was for some reason I had the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch on my live, and I asked Tina, and Tina's like, "No, that's Wednesday." But for some reason it escaped my mind. But anyway, we'll be there. We'll shut it down and come by. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll see. I'll see
Tammy
you over there,
Mountain
Tammy,
Grandma
too.
is going to be going live in about 10
10.
minutes.
I can hop over there for about half an hour. Then I'll have to take my student home.
So,
And I
yeah.
gotta go. I gotta run to the store. I'm gonna make chicken enchiladas tonight. And
Ooh, that sounds good.
yeah, you know what? I forget that I canned chicken last year and I need to utilize it a little bit more. So, you too, Dee. Good to see you. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow on the other live at 2:30 at our normal time. I'll have a special guest tomorrow in lieu of Gail. Not that Gail's not special. She just won't be able to be there. She'll be driving to the meetup.
Yeah, I'll be driving. Yeah, if it works out, I'll try to listen. If not, I'll
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Holly.
But yeah, it'll be fun. I saw your thumbnail out and everything.
Did
So,
you?
I
Yeah.
did.
She does have a YouTube channel, but she doesn't post a lot on it.
Yeah, you ought to encourage her when you're on the live to get her to.
Well, yeah, I've got my notebook and list of everything we're going to go over. So I'm excited to get to know her more. So yeah, hey you guys, if you have time, try and head over to Mountain Grandma. Jamie put the link up there for her live. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, Jamie. Much appreciated.
Take it easy, Blue. It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could set up to go to one of the meetups next year, Anne. Something. I don't know where all of them are, but
Yeah, and Heather, start putting your pennies in a jug.
Yep.
And I mean literally like put pennies in a jug.
I actually have a jug of pennies. People
I
don't
know
even
we do. I do too. And
roll your pennies. You can't even just bring them to the bank alone.
not anymore. Well, it was yeah. I mean, just start putting your change away. You never know what in a year what you can have in there. I have one of those big bottles like from the water that you can go fill up. You know what I'm talking about? Those water jugs.
Yeah, like a empty Brita bowl or something.
Blue, you're so funny. She said it's a very long way to swim for me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll meet you halfway somewhere out there. How's that sound?
Sitting on the porch watching two female
Yeah.
birds. Oh, that sounds nice.
Well, hey, thanks for the invite. I'm gonna hop on over to Tammy's.
All righty. Thank you for coming up.
My laundry went off, so I want to go get my dresses out and hang up my dresses.
Yeah, I need to go check in. I need to go check and see if my Vineyard Chicks shirt is in the dryer because I wanted to bring that with me.
Yeah. Well, hey, if I don't talk to you, safe travels to you and Taz. Enjoy your time away.
We will.
And I'll miss you on Wednesday. But
okay. Have a good time. I hope you enjoy the guest. And
you enjoy your time meeting people and being with Jan. I know she's looking forward to it.
Yeah, she is. She is. And I'm looking forward to her surprise.
I know. You got to videotape it, whatever.
Yeah, I'll send you. Well, do you want a clue or do you just want to wait for the video?
Just wait for the video.
Okay.
I'll wait like everybody else. Be blessed. Thanks for everybody coming. Hope I will see you tomorrow on the live. Bye.
All right. Bye, Tina. Thank you for coming. Thank you all you guys for coming in today. Jamie has put up the link for Mountain Grandma and Yogi Hollow Farms live. So if you want to jump on over there and do a little love raid, tell them you came from Gail and Tina over here. And anyway, I'm going to go over there myself. I got about 45 seconds to hit my hour here. So there is the link to the live. Click on that. Go over and say hello to them. I'm going to be over there myself. I'm probably going to leave it running while I run into the grocery store. And I have walked through Walmart with my phone playing alive before. On low, not real high where they can hear everything. But I think they have a pretty good, interesting subject. I did see the thumbnail for it. It has to do with scheduling. So I think that's really cool. So go by and check out Mountain Grandma and Yogi Hollow Farm. The link is in the chat. Thank you guys for coming in today, spending your time with me, and I will be at the meetup. So check out my videos and lives I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days over both my channels, and hope you'll get to watch some of that content that I put out. So you guys have a great day, and bye guys. Go with God.